Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This time around I wanted to do something different because lately I've been doing a lot of makeup and kind of beauty stuff related tutorials. So I wanted to do this DIY shelf kind of storage, or I don't know, bookcase, whatever you guys want it to be. Currently I'm using it as a shoe rack. But before we get to the tutorial, I'd like to kind of to do a safety kind of warning thing. Quite frankly, I didn't follow the proper safety rules, but if you're not able to use saw and drill kind of heavy equipment, make sure you ask for help. Or if you're doing it yourself, make sure you wear goggles and other proper safety things, just so you won't be hurt. So let's get to the tutorial anyway. So the items you're going to be needing are a drill, measuring tape, a pencil, wood screws, a drill bit, a power bit, a white melamine wood panel, and I'm also using this saw because the other one that I bought with my drill was kind of kicking back and really not cooperating. So before you start cutting, make sure you have this elevated surface to work on so you don't scratch any floors or anything like that. So I'm starting out by cutting 37.5 inches by 10 inches, 37.5 for the length and 10 inches for the width. You're gonna need to cut out 3 of these for the body part. So once it's cut, this is optional, but just to smooth out the edges, just only the edges, I use a sandpaper to smooth it out. So for the size, I measure out 2 8x8 inches of wood, and I'm gonna cut that out and also smooth out the edges. So just as a side note, if you guys don't want to go through the process of measuring and cutting it, you can just give the measurement to HomeDepot and they can cut out the wood for you guys. You can make the process easier that way if you guys are interested to know. Okay, so now for the last part of the whole cutting process, I'm gonna cut out 6, almost 7 inches of this, what they call it, round dowel wood. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I'm gonna cut out 6 of them, and I'm also gonna smooth out the edges again. So next I'm gonna use the drill and this drill bit, and I'm gonna drill 3 holes on both sides. I'm not really specific about how far the distance is, but I make sure it's in the middle. Next I change it to the power bit, and then using the screw I drive it in kind of a little bit way in just to make my work easier later on. I do this on both sides before I attach it to this 8x8 wood. Next, just make sure it's aligned properly with the bottom one and drill it in all the way. And you do this on both sides. And this is your base basically. Haha. Turn your work upside down, and for the middle part, I'm just making few marks, 3 marks actually to be specific. Well, I'm not really specific about how far the distance is again, but I'm drilling 3 holes on both sides. And I'm gonna flip the work over the same board. I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna make 4 marks actually. And I'm gonna mark them, and I'm gonna drill 4 of them just a few inches away from where I drilled 3 on the other side. So once I make the mark, I'm gonna drill it, and I'm also gonna drive in the screw a few inches in like earlier. Once I've done that, I'm gonna align the stick with the screw, and I'm just gonna drive it in all the way. But this part is a little bit wobbly, it's a little bit tricky, so be careful. Also, don't forget to drive in just a few inches in for the 3 on both sides. And once it's aligned, you drive it in all the way. So the next part is the top part. So I'm just putting the last part of the wood on top, and then just making sure it's leveled. And I'm just making a mark kind of thing, so it'll be easier for me to drill it later on. So once I mark it, just like the other ones that I've been doing, I'm just gonna drill it and drive it in all the way, but just be careful here. So I noticed that it's a little bit wobbly, so I decided to add one more stick on each side, and I just used Elmer's wood glue to attach it, and it's pretty sturdy. So this is how it turned out, guys. I hope you like it. So thank you so much for watching, and also stay tuned. Very soon I'm gonna have a giveaway on my channel, so be on the lookout for that. I'll see you guys on another video. Bye.